This is infuriating to me. Rangers are useful. Could you kindly shoot that so I don't have to get exploded?
Yep.
You've already proven that rangers have a use. So be useful, woman.
Just scroll.
Lovely.
A lovely scroll of burning hands. That was so worth the 2 arrows.
I can imagine.
And I actually don't have very many normal arrows around.
Okay, don't use those too frivolously then.
I said normal. I do have plenty of poison arrows, though. I guess
I
those are just more prevalent than basic ones.
actually use those for the terrain. Because most of the things we fight in this are poison resistant. What is the point of this area?
This is our progression.
So I
Gotta
shouldn't.
find our way through this garbage area.
So I'm not supposed to stand in the blue light. Got it. It has been a while, huh?
It really has.
I think I remember why I named this shit Paladin. It's because the Paladin isn't very good. He's fine, it's just for this team, it's not really great.
Yeah.
We don't really need a shield Paladin here. I think we need a greatsword Paladin.
I think my arm's about to drop off from all this hacking.
Chop! Don't talk! Come on!
You're
guys.
supposed to be
It's not very
nice.
good
Another
for
hedge.
the dwarf
Last
to
bloody hedge
have
I intend
have
to
grass
cut through in
coming
my
right through 'em.
lifetime.
Why is the grass impaling my dwarf? He's supposed to be durable.
He's just that flimsy of a dwarf.
Oh god, it really is shit Paladin. Why is my game not in full screen?
Such a wonderful coincidence to get a sauna after all the physical exertion.
Stop moaning. It was just a nice warm-up. I've
Why
dealt
is
with
my
worse.
elf so mean?
Not often, though. Hard to believe.
Aina struck
Guess
me
you
for a
made
lie.
Sunny not all too sunny.
I guess it's a bit ironic, if nothing
Or
else.
I guess Sunny is just generally the least so out of the rest of the crew.
I think the dwarf is perfect, though.
It is actually kind of funny, though, that this is just, aside from the dwarf, a party of pretty altruistic elves and half-elves.
This is... No. That, you see, that's where you're wrong. This is the dwarf's party. This is just his harem of elves. This is his knife ear harem. That's what's going on here. Oh, fuck. Now, this is inconvenient. I feel like Sunny is not going to be that useful here.
Oh. Well. As long as she can do more light than fire, then,
I
she'd
don't
be okay.
remember.
Well, time to find out.
She doesn't have a weapon.
Well, yeah,
Oh yeah, she's a caster.
because of how, casters are in this, yeah. Well, mainly how clerics are. We opted. They don't use a weapon. They just run around with a shield in
Yeah,
their bare hand.
yeah,
That's
that's
cast. Because even making the shield into their somatic component Doesn't matter. I still can't cast.
Evo, Fury.
If I recall correctly, it still works. It works for the dwarf. Although I think that's more to do with paladin than anything.
I've gone the form of combat casting on them, which just lets them.
Hold on, let me check. Okay, I can cast some things.
Yep.
Is that another reason why Greatsword is better? Smack him. Yeah, smite. Smack him. You know that this is a D&D campaign because the paladin's spells are reserved exclusively for smites. I will protect the elf woman. I didn't need to. Oh my god, OBS, stop blinking.
Of course, the trap doesn't go off when they're going around it.
I ain't going there until it's dealt with, by the way. Oh, we should really be
Yep.
trying to get rid of those elementals, shouldn't we?
Alright, let's get rid of that trap first.
Thank you. I didn't want to
Yep.
be hit by that. Aura of protection and fire resistance aside.
Yep. Just had a roll of 5.
Mm-hmm. That's why I didn't bother using a guiding bolt. It's guiding bolt.
Okay. What do I even have going on here on Idun?
What? I think the more important question is why the hell is Solasta not in full screen? That is going to drive me nuts. If I recall correctly, the druid was actually kind of useful. Both in and out of combat.
Well, I don't really want to use spell slots right now, so I'm just going to do this.
For a second, I thought you were turning into a bear.
I could have turned her into a gorilla if I wanted to.
That would have been funny. Not useful, but funny.
Rather not be staying here.
Yeah, I would also rather you not be staying there.
I'll just be going up here.
Oh yeah, Solasta's one of those weird games where you actually have a 3-dimensional tile set. So flying is actually meaningful.
Yep.
Ha. You can't touch me. I'm immortal. I think I remember why we slowed down on playing this.
Yeah. Really slow one.
Yeah. It's not Age of Wonders. But I feel like it's trying.
It's not Age of Wonders, but, well, there's good reason for that to be as slow as it is.
Okay, but for all of the shit that I talk, at least they have a good excuse.
Yeah, no, this is just... it's slow and we don't have the ability to speed it up.
First off, that. But that wasn't the excuse I was gonna give him. The one I was gonna give him is it's a pretty small indie dev.
Sure.
Arun Evo Malmis.
Oh my god. This
Guiding bolt being guiding bolt.
it just has to.
Just it must.
I don't feel the need. Just die. God damn it. There isn't a
And
respec
down
in
she
this
goes.
either. Actually, is there? Because I know that the really nice thing that they do in this is they actually give you a crap ton of information.
Yeah, we get a lot of information, but our characters are what they are once we decide to finish creation with them.
Yeah, yeah.
Alright.
I'm thinking I need to move over to the greatsword. Because outside of your archer, we don't really have killing ability.
Yeah, that's clear enough.
I mean, they can't kill us, but whew.
Yeah, when the best we've got is a ranger who can do a fair bit per shot, but that's still only 2 shots.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also, the second best is the paladin.
Alright, well, just gonna have her jump over there. And
Natura Encho Malmis.
yeah, that was gonna happen.
Yeah.
When her main damaging spell for a cantrip is just a little bit of pierce and then completely poison. Yeah.
Oh, hey, they finally managed to hit me.
No, stay back.
It wants you.
Yes, it
Oh
does.
God, it
It
wants
wants
you.
to abuse the druid.
I'm okay with this. It's
And Sunny is still getting eaten slowly by a fire spider.
Yes, she enjoys it.
Yeah!
I didn't want to use more spells.
You have a cantrip.
Not
It's garbage,
offensive.
but you
Not-
do still have the whatever that radiant one's called again.
I don't recall this.
Ow!
Just die. I demand death. Do I move him forward to take care of that fire spirit near you?
Ah. You've also got one right next to you that you really need to kill, so.
Yeah, I know. I'll try to move her over so you at least don't die.
She's not at risk of death. She still is. She can still heal herself.
This is true. I'm really hoping, if we decide to take this to the DLC, which I think for this save might be a little bit more dubious now.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm really hoping there's a respec option.
Natura
Which there isn't.
Evo. Cure.
This game is very much so on the end of you commit to whatever you do.
On one hand, I can kind of respect that. On the other hand,
So, yeah, you really gotta take in characters that you're fairly confident will be A-okay.
yeah. Like, poison and fire resistance are mandatory for the base game, but how useful are they in the DLC?
Fire matters a lot still in the DLC, given a lot of it is dealing with demons.
Alright, yeah, that makes sense. Oh my god.
Nice one.
It's shutting down your archer.
No, she's got melee weapons. Pretty good melee weapons on her.
Are you talking about Sacred Flame?
Yes.
Oh wait, that's
As
right.
worthless as it is, it's still an option.
Arun, Evo, Malmix.
It's,
Wow, it actually did a bit of damage. I thought it would just fail.
Same.
It very nearly did.
I'm burning through spell slots fast.
Yep. Yeah, no, pretty clear why my druid really didn't have spell slots left.
Yeah, well... Okay, but you still had focus spells that you could technically do to alleviate that a little bit. Or concentration spells, whatever. For as unhelpful as the name was for actually figuring out whether or not it was the right save in question, it was definitely the right name for the save. Shit Dwarf does in fact describe this save.
Yep.
I think your character is kinda why we were so adamant on having a time warlock.
Yeah, it would have been nice to have a timekeeper here.
Also, I know full well why we have the paladin and the cleric. Because you're not getting through the game without a cleric healing you. And the paladin also feels almost as necessary.
Yep. Everyone has to be so spread out.
Well, you mean the enemies or me?
I want to do a mass cure wounds, but this game wants our team to be somewhat close together for it. So,
Natura Encho. Malmis.
Yeah,
You'll die like
wait.
the rest.
Save it for later. Dwarf is still durable enough.
it does help that he has fire resistance.
Yes.
And by far the most health on our team.
Also, I think he has one of the higher ACs.
Yep.
Arun, Evo, Malmix.
That is the third time it has done damage. I think she
In
probably had...
part, I think it can do damage no matter what in this. It's just if they save, they take half.
Yeah, it's, she has a talent that makes it so that... I'm almost positive it's a talent. Also, wow, her and the dwarf have the same AC. That's...
I think she
upsetting.
has some pretty
I'm unbeatable.
high-end armor alongside that shield.
Okay, so when he has the shield on, he gets 24. That's how it is.
Yep.
Am I remembering our DOS campaign, or does she not have one of the higher ones as well?
She's got 19.
Ah, that's not as much as I would have expected.
Unfortunately, it's just her armor. She doesn't have any other gear that might be providing a bit.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah.
Wait till the next one.
Wow, the sightlines in this are annoying.
Yes. I wonder how Solasta 2 will be. Also, there's a lot more liberty when it comes to the melee end of things for this.
If you want to play a barbarian, just do it in BG3.
Yeah, unironically. At least then you can kill enemies by throwing shit at them.
Yes, the general freedom in what you can actually perform for actions goes a long way for BG3
I'll
stuff.
remember.
Yeah. First off that, second off giant form, third
Yep.
off, if I recall correctly, barbarian just feels like shit in this.
Yep.
Which really, outside Paladin, leaves Fighter, right? I mean, there's technically a Warlock variant, but...
But how this game is,
it doesn't work that well. I remember how it was. Thorn, it technically works. But also the Paladin technically works. And the one you're gonna go for gives you fire resistance.
Natura Evo Cure.
it'll depend on what their general feel ends up being like.
I like.
I feel very confident saying that we'll end up giving all 6 of the new characters a fair shake. Stop burning to death. Unlike in Baldur's Gate 3, it's not pleasant to listen to. Oh my god. Oh yeah, there are arrows up here. But yeah, I feel like we'll probably give all both of us will give all 6 their fair shake. Now, personally, I don't think I'm. After that, I don't think I'm going to touch Eustace with a 5-foot pole, but we can't be totally sure of that now, can we? Hold on.
Arun, Evo, Cure.
I'm in your debt, my friend.
I have a mass healing word. Or
Natura, Evo, Cure.
I almost feel like we want to use one of mine as well. Well,
Yeah, I need the health. Especially 'cause that burn is brutal.
Evo.
yeah, really showing why you want a paladin. Because, yeah, I think that's one of the few ways outside of a racial thing to get burn resistance. On your end, perhaps it's presumptuous of me, but I feel like the only character that you probably drop very, very quickly is probably going to be Gal.
Yep, I don't really have any intention of doing stuff with them.
Yeah, I'm waiting with bated breath. I'm still cautious. A lot of what they've shown have alleviated my fears, but alleviated fears and actually good are 2 different
Yeah,
things.
they're very different things.
Yeah. Other than that, I think it's very reasonable to assume you'll give Beatrix a fair amount of play. I think Eustace and Mag are a given. And I think we'll both probably end up enjoying Frau. Just based off of what they showed, she seems to be relatively fast-paced. Don't know anything beyond that, because they just showed a little bit. But if they implement her even remotely, like the gotcha, then she should prove a good addition. And Fidel's just a wild card. I legitimately have no idea what to expect from her, because they can't really implement the whole do skill at the end of... Well, I guess they could, and just make her another goddamn finisher character. I hope not, but they could. Kind of feel like one of the 6 strongest creatures in existence should probably be a little unique, you know? You know, the literal embodiment of the element of darkness. Did your elf just stand vertically on the wall?
Yep.
Okay, good. That wasn't just me.
Got a cloak that lets me move along walls.
So your elf is a vampire?
I underestimated you. My apologies.
I wonder if there are going to be any surprise raids. I guess I probably shouldn't call them raids, huh? Although, realistically, that's probably what those 3 bosses are going to be. Lucy already is a raid. I feel pretty safe saying Bubs in the world will be too.
Yep.
Based off of what they showed, because there was a lot going on with the world. That sentence is a double entendre. Anyhow,
No quarter given.
I look forward to the Fidel raid that they inevitably add as your way of actually recruiting her. Ah, God, wouldn't that be a dick move? The way you recruit Fidel is via chaos difficulty boss fight. Trying to figure out what to do.
Arun, Evo, Alme.
Blast the Jester. Why is that actually doing decent damage? I'm gonna put her up here. I wonder if they'll implement Fidel's mechanic where she double ults. I'd kinda like that. It'd certainly do something to make her special. Not sure it's necessarily in a good way, but it would make her special.
Edit it down quite a bit.
After I was done editing it, and mind you, most of the editing in
I
question
trained hard
was
for this.
shortening spaces between my speech, because sometimes I like to put in a long pause to see if you'll respond to what I said. Or it's just because my brain is slow at that particular moment.
Mm-hmm.
So either I was cutting down the pauses, or I was just cutting out irrelevant shit.
Mm-hmm.
Like when as I was going through, there was a tangent about
Deal with
the
it.
empowered ults and how Magliel should probably have one.
Mm-hmm.
Or, well, frankly, both of them probably should, but it was specifically with Magliel in mind.
Yep.
And I just cut all of that out because it wasn't relevant.
Mm-hmm.
There were also some funny moments at the end, but by then the point was it had veered off to another thing, so I cut those out. I'll probably still be going back to it and clipping some of those lines because they were funny. But that's for another time. Anyhow, it went from originally, I think, like
Victory is
slightly
yours.
over an hour, like an hour and 10, to 47 minutes. There are a fair amount of conversation. With how we like to go on tangents a lot of times, there was a lot to trim.
Again, harder.
Shut up, masochist elf. Or sadist elf. Anyhow, yeah, 47 minutes, 65 gigabytes.
Yep.
Arun, Evo,
I'm just
Malmis.
gonna finish that off.
Victory is mine!
Better to get rid of those actions. Yeah, holy crap. It's a good thing I remember that I had other storage devices, because oh my god, it would have taken a while to figure out where the hell to get the space on my main one.
Yep.
Then I remembered I have my entire game solid state drive, and that one has a lot of space. Is it because he's in the air and I'm too far?
Bend the knee or perish.
I think you're just getting unlucky.
Even better. Even better.
Can you not punch the druid?
But
Well,
the druid
I don't
likes
really
being
care
punched.
much for that either.
That's arguably worse, given the health bars.
Yes.
But yeah, oh my god, the space requirement on that. I will try to heal you shortly.
More.
Going on in BG3.
We're getting close
I'm
to
on-
endgame BG3 fight durations without the delay in the action selection and the action execution,
Yeah.
and also with significantly less enemies.
And without any potential for modded fun.
Yeah, to alleviate said duration.
So, yeah, I'm definitely feeling why we dropped this. Especially given I had already completed a playthrough
Yeah,
by
yeah.
that point.
Well, whether or not we continue is kind of up to you. Also, I think we started so many new playthroughs that we just kind of grew weary of the beginning.
Yep.
Where the hell do we go?
Yeah, I think we got a good enough look at how Solasta was.
Yeah, it's...
This playthrough would just be excruciating to complete.
Yeah, if we're going to do it, we're gonna need new characters.
Yeah.
I kind of think mine would work. The cleric obviously would.
Yeah, doesn't really matter what the cleric is, it's gonna work.
Yeah. The dwarf just needs to be modified to be a great sword dwarf. That's literally it. And I think I actually have that.
So, yeah.
I have one in Carolem, Lava Forest, this one in the city, how helpful, and Manicalan Ruins.
Mhm.
The ruin is in 2022, same with the one in the city. this one was in 2023, and the last one I have is in 2024. So, yeah. This was a good reminder.
Well, it was neat checking it out again.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
I think it'll uh, just be remaining as something that was remembered as fun to play.
Yes. And I'll just have to accept that I'm never going to be going through the Palace of Ice. And that was lost money. Oh well.
Yeah, it's still supported indie devs, so
Yeah, we'll see if Solasta 2 is markedly better.
yep.